Have you ever walked deep into the wilderness at night? No streetlights, no cars, just the endless dark of the forest pressing in around you. Most people think the scariest thing you can encounter is a wild animal, but those people have never worked as a ranger in Yosemite National Park. Because sometimes, out there on the trails, what you see doesn't belong to this world. This is a story told by a Yosemite ranger about a trail no longer listed on the maps. A trail so haunted that even rangers refuse to patrol it alone after sundown. And tonight, I'm going to tell you why. The ranger's name was Daniel. He had worked at Yosemite for nearly 10 years, and in that time, he had seen just about everything: lost hikers, bear attacks, even a few accidents. But nothing prepared him for what he experienced on the ravine trail. That's not its real name. The real one has been erased from documents, but for this story, we'll call it that. Daniel first heard about the ravine trail from older rangers, whispered late at night when the tourists had gone to bed. They'd say hikers vanished there, search dogs refused to go near it, and sometimes you could hear voices calling from the trees. Sometimes your own voice, repeating words you hadn't spoken yet. At first, Daniel laughed it off. But one summer, he was assigned to patrol that trail after reports of campers trespassing there. It was July, hot during the day, but when the sun set, the forest turned cold in a way that didn't feel natural. The moment Daniel stepped onto the ravine trail, he felt it, an oppressive silence. No crickets, no wind, nothing. He radioed in, joking. Guess the forest took the night off. His partner only replied, "Don't stay there too long." Daniel hiked deeper in. The moonlight barely touched the forest floor, but his flashlight cut through the darkness. After about 30 minutes, he found the campsite, 2 tents zipped shut. A fire pit, still smoldering. It looked abandoned. "Hello?" Daniel called out. No answer. Both tents were empty, sleeping bags unrolled but unused. Daniel was about to radio in when he noticed something carved into a tree beside the camp. Letters scratched deep into the bark read, "Don't follow the lights." That's when he saw it. A faint glow in the trees ahead. At first, he thought it was a flashlight. Maybe the missing campers had wandered off. He called out, "Park ranger, if you can hear me, stay where you are," and followed the glow. But the deeper he went, the stranger it became. The light flickered like fireflies, except far too bright, and it wasn't just one glow. It was several, darting between the trees. The lights seemed to move with purpose, drawing him in, and then, just ahead, he saw a figure. A man, standing perfectly still, his back turned. Pale clothes glowing faintly in the dark. "Hey," Daniel called. "You're not supposed to be here." The figure didn't move. Daniel stepped closer, hand on his holster. His flashlight beam revealed it wasn't a man at all. It was a shape, a hollow outline, shimmering like mist, with nothing inside. The second his light touched it, the figure turned, and where its face should have been, there was nothing but darkness. Daniel stumbled back. He raised his radio, but it was dead. Static, nothing else, and then the forest woke up. Footsteps all around him. Dozens of them, branches snapping, leaves crunching, yet his flashlight revealed no one. Then came the whispers. Dozens of voices echoing through the trees. Some pleading, some crying, some screaming. And beneath them all, one low voice whispered his name. "Daniel, Daniel, Daniel." The lights swirled closer. The hollow figure stepped toward him. Daniel ran. He didn't follow the trail. He didn't care where he ended up. He just ran until his lungs burned and his legs gave out. When he finally collapsed, he realized he was no longer on the ravine trail. He had somehow burst out onto another path miles away. Other rangers found him at dawn, shaking, his uniform torn from branches. He tried to explain, but his supervisor only said, "You're not the first, and you won't be the last." Daniel later learned the history. Decades ago, hikers vanished on the ravine trail. Some were found wandering miles away with no memory. Others were never seen again. Legends claimed the trail was cursed. In the 1800s, settlers disappeared after following strange lantern lights into the woods. Their bodies were never recovered. The lights, they said, were not human, and those who followed them were lost forever. The ravine trail was erased from maps. Rangers don't speak of it. But some nights, when the forest is quiet, the lights return. Daniel still works in Yosemite. But he avoids that part of the park. Sometimes, alone in the station, the radios crackle with static, and through it, a voice whispers his name. So if you ever find yourself in Yosemite and stumble upon an unmarked trail leading into a ravine, turn back. And whatever you do, don't follow the lights. If you enjoyed this terrifying story, make sure to subscribe for more horror tales. Leave a like to support the channel and share this video with friends who love being scared. Until next time, stay safe out there.